What we're going to do now, we're going to install Windows XP like I earlier promised, and when we next week when we come, we'll install the rest of the other operating system, and then we'll move from there, okay? So since we're going to install Windows XP, we're going to start with creating a new virtual machine. Are we together? So we'll click New, and we'll type PCE space WINXP. PCE space WINXP. Win, WINXP. Okay. What version of XP did I copy it for you guys? 32 bits. Okay, so select 32 bits. Now click Continue. Now by default, the RAM space that XP should use should be how many? 192. So what I want you to do is to push this up to 650. Push it up to 650. Type 650 there. So click Continue. Now the next task is, by default, the recommended hard drive for XP computer is how many gig?
10 gig.
10 gig. Now 10 gig is a little bit small, but I wanted us to reduce it a little bit, but it's fine. Let's go with 10 gig by the default, okay? So we're going to select the second option, create a new virtual what? Hard drive. So we'll click Create. Now, some of you did this mistake a lot of time on your exam, your test. I told you the difference between the rest of them, but in this case, we'll be using the VirtualBox since we're actually using the VirtualBox virtual machine, because it makes a lot of sense. It's like buying a Dell computer that has the Dell hardware, buying a Samsung computer that has the Samsung hardware. Are we together? But you can actually take the Samsung hardware and also be able to create a Dell duplicate and use it in Dell as well. But in this case, we don't want to use the rest of them because we're not moving virtual machines. So I'm going to create the VDI, which is the default. So I'll click on Continue. Then of course I'm going to select what? Fix. Of course, because we want to allocate all the space. So I'll click Continue. I will leave the default because it's a new name I'm creating. But if I want to give a different name to my hard drive, all you need to do is to clear that out and you give it the name. That's all. Are we together? But if you want to store the hard drive in a different location, let's say you have an external hard drive on your computer. So you want to store this hard drive in the external hard drive because you don't have enough space on your computer. You can come here and browse, and you go and you locate the area where you want to put it. If you have external USB drive or whatever, you put it there. Then that's all. Then when you do your installation, every time you need to run that virtual machine, you have to connect what? Your external hard drive. Because remember, your virtual hard drive is in that storage. Okay, so I'm doing this because some of you were having issues the last time. So I'm going to click Create. So